When I read about the funeral of Neruda the other day in the papers, there was of course, the sense of the feeling of great sorrow. A tragedy had happened to us in Chile when we lost our great leader, our great poet. But at the same time, I felt happy that the funeral of Neruda became a political demonstration at the General Cemetery in Santiago. Because you know what happened. All of a sudden, people, as they were walking into the cemetery, and Matilde, his wife, was following the coffin, all of a sudden these people, writers, personal friends, university professors, workers, perhaps people who got out of the underground just to be there with Neruda, they began singing the Internacional. And you have to think what this means. These 1,000 or 2,000 people singing the words of La Internacional in Santiago at the time when there are about 7,000 or 10,000 people imprisoned. People who are, some of them perhaps awaiting execution without trial. This, in a way, in a big way, it seems to me, shows the spirit, the fighting spirit, which has not disappeared in Chile. I think the Chilean people are preparing for some kind of happening, that is going to change this horrible nightmare that is going on in our country. I think that we are going to witness some very important things when, I don't know, in regard to what has happened in Chile. I believe that the back of the Chilean liberation movement is not broken by any means. I think the flame of resistance is going to grow. I think that we are going to witness a second, a third liberation of the Chilean people. I believe that Allende and Neruda did not die in vain. I think they, each in his own manner, died for what they believed, died, in the case of Neruda, believing that poetry is action, poetry is life, and in the case of Allende, that the cause of justice, of social revolution in Chile was the thing he wanted to do, and he couldn't outlive the terrible beating that the Chilean people were taking at that moment.